Is everyone seeing this? I hope everybody can hear me because hello, good afternoon, folks. Live here. It is officially E3, everyone. E3 has officially begun, as well as my summer break, and very soon the Capcom presentation is gonna start. Very soon, guys. We're about 9 minutes away from the E3 showcase, and I'm just getting ready. Hopefully that everyone's all ready to watch this, as you guys know. Okay, just gonna make sure that yeah, it's all up res. That's great. I'm gonna turn off the subtitles so it doesn't get annoying. Hopefully this is well, guys. Hopefully this is all well. Okay, we're there. We're here, guys. Live. Okay, I'm just 8 minutes left. I'm gonna check and see like if people are, or at least if I can open up the chat. Just gonna watch. I'll get the chat up ready, guys. But right now, 8 minutes until the Capcom showcase begins. Okay, let's see if people are watching. If you guys are coming in, thank you guys so much. I'm very excited for this show. One thing I am hoping that we see now, we obviously know that Ace Attorney and Resident Evil are going to be a major uh, big showcases for this presentation. But the one thing, as you guys know, that I'm hoping for is that we get some sort of announcement regarding Street Fighter V. Who knows? Maybe we'll see a trailer for Oro and Arika, like a full-on trailer on the release date, or perhaps we might get maybe the reveal of the fifth character. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if we get the fifth character? Because, man, they're still keeping that as a mystery for the past 10 months, and we still have no idea who the hell was the fifth character in Street Fighter V for the fifth season. I would still love to know who it is. Let's get the chat open. Oh, wait, it's not even on? The heck? Okay, it's still on. Well, still on, I guess. That's still working. I'm glad. Still waiting. We're about 6 minutes away. Um, I know this live stream is very sudden, guys. I should have mentioned it. I really should have mentioned it that I was gonna make this live stream. But hey, it's E3. For anyone that before anybody asks like how come I didn't live stream, how come I didn't do one for Microsoft or Square Enix? That's because like I was out last night. I was out yesterday with my family, so that's why I couldn't react to neither of the presentations. Actually, for the Square Enix one, I'm actually kind of glad I didn't because man, that Square Enix one was kind of a disaster in a way. Like what a mess that was. I mean, thank goodness for that Final Fantasy announcement with the Strange Paradise. But either that, I don't think that couldn't save the whole show. It wasn't that it was not that it was horrible, but there wasn't that much as far as like people getting excited. Although I do think that's people's fault because honestly, guys, I'm being straight honest. Um, I didn't really think we were going to see Final Fantasy 16 yesterday. I kind of had a prediction in mind that there was not going to be any Final Fantasy 16 because I always predicted that we would at least get some sort of trailer for that, probably at Tokyo Game Show. But other than that, Tokyo Game Show, I honestly that was my prediction, and also whoever thought that we were going to see Part Two of Final Fantasy VII Remake, there was no way we are going to get a Part Two trailer because let me give you a reality check, folks. Do you really think Square Enix can continue making Final Fantasy 14 content, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, which I guarantee you will turn into a trilogy, Final Fantasy 16, and this, FF1 spin-off slash remake, whatever it is, that's Dark Souls and Devil May Cry like. You really think they can handle 4 Final Fantasy games at the same time? They couldn't even handle 14, 15, Kingdom Hearts 3, and FF7 Remake Part 1 during the PS4 era. And we all know that Square Enix, they always have difficult of having these long game development cycles. So, I didn't really expect Final Fantasy 16, and plus, they're very busy with other games. So, it was kind of disappointing. But realistically, I just well before E3, I felt like we weren't going to be seeing it at E3. I always predicted it maybe in the fall season is where we would see more of 16. And I'm being honest with this and God of War 20, with the God of War sequel and with this game, Final Fantasy, Origins. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm in the rush to buy a PS5 now. I'd rather buy the Nintendo Switch Pro that we keep hearing. Maybe it will be announced tomorrow. I don't know, but most likely I'll just buy a Nintendo Switch Pro this year at best. And I still don't even own one. Could you guys give me a minute? Sorry. I'll be back, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. Sorry. Just had some phone call, but yeah, that was my overall thought, of the Square Enix event. It was a disappointment, but I think people had their expectations a little too high. To be resilient, and we got 2 minutes left, folks. 2 minutes left until we get the big Capcom event, and my hope is we get Street Fighter 5, man. If we get Street Fighter 5, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I hope we get Street Fighter 5. Um, it'll be interesting to see because they're still promoting Resident Evil. Am I right? So it's gotta be that. It's gotta be that online mode that they've been trying to promote. I think that's what we're gonna get out of Resident Evil. Um, as well as the Monster Hunter updates and Ace Attorney. It does seem weird. I believe this is going to last for 30 minutes. Am I right? So if this lasts for 30 minutes, what announcements it will have because it'll be mostly updates. But exactly besides the updates to games that just came out or is about to come out, what other new announcements will we get? To me, that's sort of the big thing that we're looking forward to. We got 1 minute, folks. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, everybody, 1 minute. Everybody, hold on, because this is going to be one hell of a show. I try to do the Super Street Fighter 4 announcer voice, that announcer who probably injected steroids in his throat, if you remember that announcer. All right, guys, we should be going live. We should be going live now. It should be live, everybody. It should be live. It's already 5:30. It's already 5:30. It's already 5:30 p.m. here where I live. So the show is about to begin. The show is about to begin, folks. Is it starting? Come on, it's gonna start. Mega Man Legends 3. Oh yeah. It's been 10 years, man. Oh, it's starting, folks! Mother effing Capcom, baby! I'm just here for the fighting games, boys.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase.
Oh, here we
I'm
go.
your host, Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team.
Capcom Pro Tour. Oh, for sure, we might get some Street Fighter 5 news.
On Ace Attorney.
Oh, yes, Street Fighter 5. Yes, we're gonna get some Street Fighter 5 news.
Our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village.
Okay, Resident Evil Village.
The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest.
I'm so happy for all the Resident Evil fans because I can just tell that all the fans, you know, they've been having some fantastic games over the past couple of years. I'm so happy for you Resident Evil fans.
Story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans.
Ooh, nice.
Another time.
That vampire! Rated M for mature.
There's nothing to fear.
Where's Rose? She's everything to me.
There's gonna be some DLC expansion. I mean, I don't play Resident Evil. I'm too scared to play survival horror games. I'm sorry, guys. What was that?
Hi everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're enjoying this new chapter in survival horror. As a reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title Resident Evil Re:Verse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons. I'm now happy to announce that Resident Evil Re:Verse will go live next month across all supported
platforms. Next month.
So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
Okay. By popular demand, development has just started on additional DLC for Resident Evil Village. Oh, more info. So yeah, I was right. We're getting DLC, guys. We're getting DLC for Resident Evil.
Thank you, Kanda-san, for that wonderful update. Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based RPG entry to the series, Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin.
Nintendo Switch fans are going to be having a brand new game to play later this summer. Capcom presents...
This was his fate. Red may have been strong and skilled, but against the awesome power of nature, he was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
All around, things just kept getting worse. But I heard that Guardian Ratha had survived and returned to Hekolu Island. I went there to see Red's old monster again. Then, of course, that's when I met you.
Story trailer. I mean, for Monster Hunter fans out there, I mean, I hope you're gonna. I hope you have a fun time with this game.
This is destiny.
This is the legendary monster, Wing Ratha. The
Looks kind of cool.
Wings of Ruin.
You know, that's one series that I know people are begging me like to get into. Is that, you know, one day I need to get into Monster Hunter because everybody plays it. Pretty much all the Capcom fans love it.
The Wings of Ruin. The pits are appearing everywhere, and they're emitting a strange light.
Damn, this game is nuts. Like, actually looks kind of cool, I'd say, even with this kind of art style.
This whole idea of forming kinship with monsters. How do you control them?
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their own will.
Wow.
And the bonds between monsters and riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
Jeez, that's nuts.
What kind of power does Ratha really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves?
I don't know why, but this seems to be like the longest story trailer for this game so far. At least has been presented. This is the longest trailer we've seen for this game.
To know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power.
Wow.
Is too much for his body to bear.
A voice. Can you hear it?
Riders can bond with monsters. Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
They
Wow.
have the power of kinship. They're friends. They're monsties. Humans.
You know, whenever we get another Marvel vs. Capcom game, we need to get more Monster Hunter representation. Seriously. I mean, that'd be wonderful, I think. You guys agree with me?
I believe in the strength of humanity.
Okay, Monster Hunter Stories 2. Coming out pretty much later this summer on Switch. Come on. Featuring free title updates. Huh? Wait, what is this about? Man, that music. Oh, and up. Oh, I see they're adding some stuff to this game. Cool. Well, I'm very happy for the Monster Hunter fans. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this game. And, of course, some new amiibo. Next month, pretty much less than 4 weeks away.
Looks pretty epic, right?
Come on.
And how about that announcement? The canine companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be
I
joining
hope
Monster
Street
Hunter
Fighter V is
Stories 2
next,
as one of
folks.
the new monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release. You can get an early peek at the game with the Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th, which also carries your progress over to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th. That's not the only way to join the hunt. Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise a huge success earlier this year, and we have even more content coming, including a new collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out
Wait, new
more.
collaboration? Wonder what this is. New collaboration for Monster Hunter Rise. What is it? Let's hope it's big.
This is for my fellow hunters.
Coming June, July. Cabinet 1? Okay.
No runt. Moon's blessing emerge. Get ready.
It's a collaboration. Oh, it's a collaboration for both Monster Hunter games. I see. Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Blessing emerge.
Whew. I mean, this game does look cool. June 8th? No, yeah, June 8th and July 9th. Version 3.1. I see, there's DLC quests. Oh, wow. So it looks like they're still going to be adding a lot of new items to this game.
Nakamura is like my second home.
Pretty good.
You think you can take over?
Once again, you know, I'm glad for the Resident Evil and the Monster Hunter fans. You know, you're still getting a bunch of great content for this game. All you fans are gonna be getting, you're still gonna be getting a lot of new content. That's awesome. Okay, what's next?
There has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan. With all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer.
Alright, what's
Can't
next?
wait to hear about
What's
your
next,
own
folks?
stories
What's
of
next? What's
adventure.
next?
Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters.
Oh, the Ace
to explore
Attorney
with
game.
The release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. North American and European future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve.
That's great, but as you guys know, I'm just waiting for whatever fighting game announcement we'll be getting from Capcom.
19th century Japan and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed prequel. Now let's hear more about the story.
Here we go.
So then, let us unravel this mystery.
Objection! My only exposure to this franchise is playing as Phoenix Wright in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and in Project X Zone 2.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Who are you? Herlock Sholmes. You must have heard of me.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Well,
crime.
What happened here? It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to
Build your case. This game's got a lot of cool heart into it, I'll say this. Battle the prosecution.
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage.
Ooh. Not bad. I mean, you know, you fans are going to be getting this game as well, which is great. Fantastic news. PS4, you know, Switch,
So
July.
we have 10 new cases and 8 mini escapades. We're
All right,
even
come
taking
on.
the role
What's
of
next?
defense
Please,
attorney.
please, please, please,
Now,
please.
we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles: Dance of Deduction
Okay.
and Summation Examination.
Let's see what these features are, you know. Minor spoilers may be included.
Marketing brand manager.
Then why are you including this if you don't want to spoil? You don't want to spoil it for everyone else. That makes no sense.
Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features: Dance of Deduction
I don't get
and
it. Like, why are you
Summation
including these if you don't want to spoil it for everyone else? By the way, I believe this is setting into London, which is, if that's the case, hey, that's great because I've heard so many great things from my own parents about how amazing London is. I would love to travel there one day.
Conspicuous situations that require further examination with the help of Ryunosuke's legal aid Suzato and the brilliance of deduction from Detective Herlock.
Who? Who are you? We heard about a woman scream. A woman? Don't be absurd. Can you see? There's nobody but me in this room.
His logic and reasoning spectacular.
We're about to see. May as well start with you. Your true identity.
Conjectures.
Oh. You can detect whatever someone's gonna do. Oh, that's interesting. Also that music, I mean, once again, this company knows how to produce fantastic soundtracks. I mean, listen to that music though. It's amazing.
Ryunosuke and Susato will then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions. At this point, players will be prompted to search for clues that help identify the errors in the detective's logic and reveal the truth to the mystery.
Wow! That's pretty sweet!
As players present new evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
Gold hair certainly does not benefit an old man. Wow! Detecting crimes and all this sounds like it's gonna be one great game for the fans. I'll give it that. Oh! Conclusion. Wow. Deduction complete.
In courtroom battles,
Summon examination,
judges will attempt to
okay.
convince 6 jurors of the innocence of their client. Their progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict, and one white, representing a not guilty verdict.
Objection!
In summation examination, take the stand to face off against the jurors, all of whom provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty verdict.
You'll have to identify conflicting statements and sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select 2 contradicting jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
This is one great evolution for the fans. I'll give it that for this franchise.
Objection!
The 2 statements are completely contradictory.
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims.
I'm sorry, but every time when I see like these, a lot of these references to the franchise, I just keep thinking of the way how Phoenix Wright plays in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
The slam of their fist,
you know?
each juror you persuade will send a fiery ball towards the scales above and literally tip the scales of justice in your favor. Bring each contradiction to light and persuade the jury to help prove your client's innocence.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
This has just been a small taste of the exciting new gameplay features.
Once again, all you Phoenix Wright fans, you Ace Attorney fans,
excited to get this
you know, I'm very happy for all you guys. You guys are gonna be getting one fantastic game later this month or next month. Steam, PS4, Switch.
It
All
already
right.
seems like I have a bunch of games to catch up on. There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to. Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom, but what about esports? Let's close out today's
Here we go!
From 2 of the stars of Capcom Fighters, Rob TV and Vicious.
Oh, here we go, Street Fighter V.
What's been going on with Capcom esports, including updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content.
Let's
on
go,
Capcom
man!
Fighters.
Let's go!
You guys.
Let's hope we get some Street Fighter related announcement. Let's hope we get like a full trailer on Oro. Yeah, that makes sense.
Everybody, and welcome to the Capcom esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and host extraordinaire Hollywood, Rob TV. What's
Hollywood!
Rob?
That way he says it.
Host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful. It has a ring to
Yo,
it. And
let's
I think that's
go.
the perfect word to describe what we have for everyone today. Street Fighter V, Capcom E3, it just feels right and you feel the electricity in the
Oh
air.
my god, come on. Who doesn't love Street Fighter, man?
That was nasty. And there might be some people at home, Vicious, who don't fully know what competitive Street Fighter V is. The long and the short of it is this.
Honestly, guys, if you still have not bought Street Fighter 5, there is no better time to start getting into this game. Like, you guys need to get into this game now. Like, you guys need to get into Street Fighter 5 because of how much this game has been or has changed since its launch. This game is so complete. Like, you need to buy Street Fighter 5 now, especially, you know, the bundle that comes with Champion Edition and the Season 5 Pass.
So in this year's CPC overall, it's a series of tournaments that have $5,000 on the line for each tournament, but that money alone, that's not what's really at stake here. It's about making it to the granddaddy of them all, Capcom Cup.
Item just resetting grand finals of...
Come on, give us an oral trailer at least.
In all of its glory, the Capcom Pro Tour 2021 official stage and set, and that's a place that you are very, very familiar with.
That's right, we take all of our events and broadcast it live from this stage, and we check out all of the top competitors from each and every one of these regions. And speaking of, the Capcom Pro Tour has shaped up a lot. 2021, we have 32 events going on in the Capcom Pro Tour.
Let's hope with Street Fighter 6 that esports isn't a 100% priority, because it's pretty obvious when you take esports into a big consideration, it doesn't lead to success. I mean, look at Street Fighter 3 in the beginning, and look at Street Fighter 5 as well. I mean, you left out a huge chunk of your fan base running away from this whole esports direction. Nothing wrong with esports, but just don't make it as a big priority. You know, focus on the casuals like us.
YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Of course, if you don't catch it live, you can also check out the VODs for all the competitive studying you would need to become a successful Street Fighter V player, as well as catching some of the community-focused content that we have on Capcom Fighters. We have No Neutral, the official pre-show of the Capcom Pro Tour. We have sets where we take players from around the world and play off in an exhibition first to 10. Not only that, actually, we do have Street Fighter League that's happened season after season, non-stop action, 6 teams of 3, duke it out in this battle tournament series to see who will walk away with the championship and the $150,000 prize pool.
Street Fighter League is something that you don't want to miss because normally we only have 1v1 content, but now you actually have your teammates at your back, and every decision that you make is not just about you anymore.
Look for more news on Street Fighter League later this year.
It's Oki time. What's gonna happen?
Nice.
He checks it. It's the movement. What's happening?
It's so good.
It's so good!
The Intel World Opening is happening right now. Top players representing 11 regions around the world are competing for...
At least give us an update on Season 5. I mean, come on.
Next month. Be sure to check out the official website for more information, including current standings and broadcast schedule.
To commemorate this event, everyone who logged in during this period will receive an exclusive competitor title and dojo object. You do not want to miss this.
I highly recommend...
I should probably do that just to get some new items for my dojo. It's been a while since I customized my own dojo in Street Fighter 5.
Capcom Fighters channel.
And again, we've had so many events so far. We started off with the Japan region. We've had a couple of more events going on afterwards, but the action does not stop. In fact, we're going to be continuing off with the Midwest region for the Capcom Pro Tour. I know you're definitely excited about that.
100%. I mean, of course, your boy is from Ohio. Make sure you guys tune in to see the tournament.
You do not want to miss some of the best Street Fighter V players in the world compete head-to-head.
So it's you. I dare you to find better Street Fighter.
Another esports trailer? I mean, come on, you just explain what esports we're doing for esports. We don't need a trailer for esports. Come on, nobody cares. We need a trailer for Oro. Come on.
I'm the best in the world.
This game has changed the lives of so many people here.
The pop-off. That's what I'm talking about.
I told you it's gonna go to the limit, and I ain't lying to the peak.
This is the ultimate Street Fighter V experience. This is Capcom Pro Tour.
Thanks, guys. It's been a really exciting season so far, and I can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom Cup. Remember to check out Capcom Fighters' Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year.
What the hell?
Let's recap what we all saw. Resident Evil Village is back.
No Oro trailer? Come on, you guys. This is why I can't stand esports, you guys. It's all about being the best and forgetting what makes a game good. That's what esports has evolved to, guys. It is starting to slowly ruin Capcom. It ruined Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Don't forget to go back in time with the great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Man, once again, like, I'm happy for you Resident Evil fans, you Monster Hunter fans, you Ace Attorney fans, but we fighting game fans at Capcom, we still get screwed over these pro players.
For everyone here today. But don't go anywhere yet. Join the conversation on Twitter and make sure you check out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch all these videos again and more. I'm Rachel Querico, aka.
Why the hell is there a Street Fighter 5 logo if you're not going to show anything regarding that game?
Experience at E3 this year.
I mean, the overall announcement, I guess they were fine, but once again, nothing for fighting games. I mean, what's going on? I mean, by now, or at least they're saving it later this month. Maybe later this month we're going to be getting a summer update regarding Oro, Arika, and the 5th character. Probably. It almost seems like a missed opportunity to at least show a trailer for Oro and at least maybe give us a release date for him. Or perhaps he and Arika are going to be releasing on the same day. I mean, could they be doing that? Because they're both being promoted for summer. Actually, I believe both of them are being promoted for like a summer release. Maybe that's the case. Who knows? And that could be the case right now, that they're promoting the event for summer, or at least an update regarding Street Fighter 5, but better than Square Enix, I'll give it that, but my god. Yeah, no I'm gonna write a comment, you guys. No Street Fighter 5 Oro trailer. No one cares. No one cares about esports. I'm sorry. People like me, we don't give a crap about esports. Ugh. What is wrong with this damn company, I swear. You know what? You know what I realize, you guys? I mean, every single company, they're like, hey, if Nintendo can do a presentation, if they can do like these direct presentations, we could do it better. And they realize that they can't do anything. I mean, come on, these companies, they cannot even do anything. No Dragons. Give us Mega Man. It was nothing. There was just updates to other games that they realized. I mean, no. Once again, no Street Fighter 5 Oro trailer. Sad face. That's me. Although, Breath of Fire. Yeah, I mean, when are they ever going to bring back Breath of Fire Mega Man? I mean, Mega Man Legends is what people have been asking for a lot for all these years. Who knows? I guess that's it. I mean, everybody just... Not even at E3. I mean, everybody doesn't... I mean, everybody thinks they can just hold their own E3 press conference without realizing they can't handle on their own, because Nintendo is a much bigger franchise. Because here's the thing with these companies. I mean, with Microsoft and Nintendo, it's both first and third party. These third party companies have their own franchises, but then that's it. They don't have anything else to promote. So that's one thing that I notice these companies. I hate Street Fighter 5. I mean, if you hate Street Fighter 5, you're probably just an SF3 fanboy who cannot leave the 90s. I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, well, the one thing I'll say this, guys, for anybody who's going to be asking about what's going on with the Nintendo event, I am going to be live streaming the Nintendo E3 presentation on YouTube, pretty much tomorrow morning. Don't expect me to do some sort of big recording reaction with the fans, because for anybody who doesn't know, Nintendo New York, they are still not allowing reaction events or anything like that in their stores. They're still postponed, so no E3 related reactions at the Nintendo store, because they're still not allowing it, sadly. I mean, it would have been great if they would have allowed it, but once again, COVID restrictions. I mean, they still have COVID restrictions, so they're still waiting on that. So, don't expect anything as far as like a reaction video, but a reaction live stream, that's going to happen tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning, whenever that time that happens. But that's all for Street Fighter, I guess, Capcom in general. I mean, geez, how long are you going to keep shoving esports before you realize, Capcom, that most of the casuals and longtime fans don't give a crap? We'll watch it, but we're not passionately following it. I mean, I do watch the tournament, but I don't passionately follow the tournaments of Street Fighter. I mean, come on. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Because I think the big thing from Nintendo is this: are we gonna be seeing anything Nintendo Switch related? The Switch Pro, even if it's not at the Nintendo Direct, will we still see it this month at least? Will we see a Switch Pro announcement this month? And who's gonna be the last 2 DLC characters for Season 2 of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? I do expect we're gonna be getting a Season 3 because most Capcom fighting games, or most fighting games in general, get multiple season passes. I said it earlier, if it was me, the last 2 DLC characters will be Akuma from Street Fighter and Tidus from Final Fantasy X. To me, those 2 would be the last 2, in my opinion. The hell? Street Fighter 5 makes me sick, and I'm an FGC fan. I mean, Oh, Street Fighter 4 is better, in my opinion. Anyways, so that's all the updates I'm going to say for you guys. As far as tomorrow with Nintendo's event, I am going to be streaming the Nintendo event. Hopefully you guys are going to be watching this. So that's pretty much it for the Capcom. I guess you got some new updates for all of your other games. See, look, there's one guy. Esports at E3, LMFAO, yeah. I'm going to say once. Hey, Capcom, no one cares about esports. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it right. I don't care if fans get pissed off. It is ruining... I can't even typo. It is ruining your fighting games. Why? It's so hard to type on my laptop. I don't understand why. Chat's no longer available. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hey, Capcom, no one cares about your esports. It's ruining your fighting games. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I guess just hopefully come back tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning whenever the Nintendo Direct happens, because let's see what big Nintendo reveals will take place, since people don't seem to be that pleased with all the other events. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Nintendo's E3 events, and I hope you check it out. Bye, guys.